All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. Today's theme is the miracles of mastery. And I definitely want to share some of the amazing shifts that I'm noticing in members of our community. Of course, I'm talking about specifically members who are in the personal mastery program. And not just, when you think about when I'm talking about members in my community, but, as you being a healer, as a coach, on your journey, I want to also, help you reflect, ask you the question, where do you notice miracles of mastery? Because I can share stories about what's happening in our community, for people who keep showing up, and the kind of amazing growth that I've seen that they have had over the last maybe the last year, maybe 2 years, maybe even 3 years. But beyond that, my question to you, of course, is that where do you notice these miracles of mastery in your life? And one thing I can, of course, tell you is that one part of experiencing miracles of mastery is, as I said, it's the show up. So if you are in the process of wanting to master something, whether that be the core of what you do, which could be in the space of healing, which could also, of course, be in the space of coaching, what are you doing on a daily basis apart from showing up? Because sometimes it can feel very daunting, it can feel very overwhelming. So even if you just start with showing up, that itself will make a huge difference. I had heard over the years some of the most amazing authors talk about how, for them, just showing up to write, that really is where mastery happens. And when you do it, for one day, when you do it for a week, and then literally you stretch time out and you look at this having happened over years, that really is where mastery becomes part of you. It becomes part of your um, your system, and that really is when you're able to create some truly amazing masterpieces. So for me, as I said, it's just another opportunity to reflect on how people can shift. Maybe day one was, I don't know if this is for me. And let's say 3 months down the line, you start to notice that you are able to change. And the more important part, and this is the second thing that I want to share with you, one is, of course, to show up. The second is that you will notice uh, tiny changes. And at first, it may not seem like a lot, but because you're showing up over a period of time, it compounds, it adds up. And, even if day one was, I don't know if this is for me, before you know it, you'll start to notice that this is the space that you're meant to be in. And of course, that comes, this is where we get into the third segment, which is, it's not enough to just show up. It's not enough to notice the tiny changes, but the most important part is to continue. So maybe uh, you've been a little uh, inconsistent with the show up. Maybe this is that opportunity to reflect and start showing up in a way that you're saying, okay, I will just show up every day. And as I keep showing up, I'm going to see these amazing shifts in my life. And then my intention is to keep going. Something that we always talk about here in our community, which is literally three words, which is a question that can change your life, which is what's beyond that. So maybe if you've been feeling stuck, ask yourself, okay, yeah, maybe I'm stuck right now, but what's beyond that? And when you start to practice like this, you'll notice that there are parts, and there are more and more parts of your life that will change. So, as I've said this before, this pod is made for you, whether you are watching this on YouTube or you're listening to this as an audio podcast. This is my way of telling you that, hey, you know what? you're not alone on this journey, especially as a healer, especially as a coach. This work that we're doing, it really is blessed work. And the fact that you're listening to this means that somewhere you already know that you are meant to be here and that you're meant to be on this journey. So, just keep showing up and remember that, to have people around you that support you. As one of the reasons why we have this community, the iHypnosis Life, where we're able to be there for each other and hold and literally be the space. In fact, yesterday we had talked about, not just holding space, but being the space. And when you start to tap into I am space collectively, that really is where amazing, life changing miracles are what you get to experience, not only in your own life, but in the lives of others. So, as always, I truly appreciate you. And I really want you to know that if there's any way in which me or members of our community can support you, please do reach out. And looking forward to seeing you in any, many, or of course, all of our different programs. God bless. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Take care.